Hey, I'm Malaysia.
And I'm Layton.
And this is Charger Nation Productions.
In this month's episode, we'll be taking a look at the Oxford Police Department's Civilian Response to Active Shooter event class. Be sure to stick around for that.
But first, our reporter Hassell Wilkinson went into the field to tell us about the tennis tournament held by Memory Makers Club.
The Students for Alzheimer's Club here at OHS recently hosted their second annual Alzheimer's Tennis Tournament, benefiting a local Alzheimer's club, Memory Makers. The club, run by juniors Carter Young, Brown Turner, and Downing Kessler, offers students the chance to volunteer with patients suffering with Alzheimer's at local nursing homes and hospitals.
Well, Jack Ligon, he was the one who founded it. Me and him are friends, and when he left, he knew that he needed to leave it to someone to take over, and he gave it to me. Where basically, when you get Alzheimer's, for the beginning stages, you're in the care of your family and loved ones. So basically, and that takes up a ton of time. So what Memory Makers does is it provides a nice, safe environment for Alzheimer's to socialize and participate in a wide variety of activities, while the caregiver is given free time to attend their own needs. The tournament was a lot of preparation. Me, Brown, and Downing put a lot of work into it, along with others who helped, and I think it turned out really well. We raised about $17,700, so that's beat our total last year by over $2,000.
The tournament took place Saturday, August 17th, where there were silent auctions and donations you could come and bid on. It brought about 55 people out to play doubles in the weekend, and it raised about $18,000 for the club. Club founder Jack Ligon says, "It's great to see the Oxford community rally around a group of students that are really making a difference for such an important local organization."
If you want more information on the Memory Makers at OHS, contact Carter Young.
In other local news, we have students here at Oxford High School enrolled in the Middle College program. Here's CMP reporter Mollycat Tannehill with that story.
High School has recently added a new program to this school year. This program is known as OHS Dual Enrollment and Dual Credit Program, or Middle College. This class gives students the opportunity to graduate with not only their high school diploma, but their associate's degree as well. These courses can be taken here at Oxford High School or at local community colleges and universities here in Oxford. Several courses are available here at Oxford at Northwest Community College, Ole Miss's campus, and even some courses are offered online. Online courses can be taken at the student's own pace and are very flexible with starting dates. This year has been a trial run so far. Student Reagan Pfizer says that she has loved every opportunity that this course has given her and is excited for the ones that it will give her in the future. Along with other middle college student Nathan Heisch, says that he has also loved this process. Although it's not easy, if you put the work in, you can breeze through. He thinks that anyone who gets an invitation to be a part of this program should take it as well. Dr. Steve Hurdle is the head of this new department. Let's see what he has to say about it.
For us, it means that students are full-time college students and full-time high school students, and for their last 2 years, and most of what they're taking as their junior and senior year is going to be college-bearing credit. They'll finish out some of their high school requirements as well, and by the end, get an associate's degree and be ready to go on to a senior college if they choose.
We're looking forward to see what else this process brings us as students at Oxford High.
Good luck to those students on their coursework.
After the break, we'll be looking at the OPD Civilian Response to the Active Shooter event class.
Stay tuned.
Summer, I spent a week in Washington, D.C. with a group called Envision. It was a national youth leadership conference directed towards national security. Over the week in D.C., we went to some of the nation's most well-known landmarks, including the Pentagon, the FBI agency, the Capitol building, and of course, the Arlington National Cemetery. While I was there, I was selected to place a wreath on the tomb of the unknown soldier. It was a very moving event, and it was definitely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that I know I will never forget. I'm Camille White, and this has been your Student Spotlight.
Welcome back. This episode, our feature team interviewed some of the Oxford Police Department on their Civilian Response to Active Shooter event class.
Check it out.
This morning with breaking news from Dayton, Ohio, a second mass shooting in the United States in less than 24 hours.
Anyone.
Sickening, it's saddening, it's frightening, and all the emotions that go along with it. You know, fortunately, we've been at a standoff distance from it, you know, El Paso and these other places. But I can imagine that mamas and daddies, you know, me being a father myself, you have all those emotions as well. So,
being in charge of the SROs, being in charge of all the schools, I go to bed every night. It's a stress that people will never comprehend until you're in that situation. But I go to bed every night wondering, is tomorrow the day?
I can imagine what the stories would be like. And the same thing, mamas, daddies, I wasn't expecting this to happen today. It was just another day, you know what I mean? And those are all just terrible things. But it's why I do what I do, you know.
And I'm married with 3 kids. So I have 3 kids I have to worry about at home. But when you're in charge and you're looked to protect 4,000 kids, it's stressful.
I worry that it's normal, becoming normal. And I don't ever want us to be jaded to the fact that there's a loss of human life in great numbers.
It's unfortunate we have to think like this now, but you always have to be on guard. You always have to be thinking, what if? And it's a horrible way to live because walking around thinking what if all the time can be exhausting, mentally exhausting.
I can't believe we're having this conversation, but we are. As far as what we're doing with civilians, these classes at the police department for civilians, and like I said, we're reaching out to the communities, and I think the conversation is happening. But there are certain things that you need to know, and these classes provide those things, you know. And I think knowing, you know, people say knowing's half the battle, but it truly is. And these classes help civilians who never deal with these things. Maybe I can do that, or I can do this, and give them an option or two. And that's better than having no option.
My name's Alan Abbey. I've been with the Oxford Police Department for 28 years. You know, when you hear disasters, when you hear this, everybody thinks, well, that's way over there and it can't happen here. I think it's happened enough now to everyone grasps the idea that it could happen here, it could happen anywhere. You never know where it's going to happen. No one is immune to it. As the police department, we just want everybody to be on the same page and kind of have an idea of what it's going to be like and what to expect and how to prepare yourself for it. For us, it's an opportunity, another opportunity to reach out to our citizens, which is what we want to do.
You have to be mentally prepared, and no matter what happens in an active shooter, even if you're shot, you still need to have that will to survive. Run, hide, fight doctrine. You either run away from the threat, you hide from the threat, or at your last resort, you fight the threat.
Avoid, deny, defend. Avoid, run whenever you can. If you can escape your situation, that is your first choice. That's what you should do. You got to forget what your mom and dad taught you about breaking windows, okay? If you can't do that, then you want to deny. You want to deny them entry into where you are by locking doors, barricading, such as that. And then, of course, the last option, if none of that works, is the defend, which is the fight. You want to be at that door, and you want to be grabbing that gun, and then you want your buddies to help you and pile on, and there are no rules in survival.
You're not a victim. Don't have a victim mentality. Be a winner. So if these things happen, use your noggin and say, I can win this thing.
When we come back, our entertainment team asked a group of seniors what they thought about the new roundabouts.
Here's what some seniors think about the new roundabouts at our school. Let's take a look.
Oh my God, how nice of you to ask. I'm Katie Pittman, and I'm a senior.
I'm Lauren Bile, and I'm also a senior.
I'm Don Fruget. I'm a senior.
John Marr, and I'm a senior.
My name is Cosmo Stady. I'm a senior.
I'm Karina Patel. I'm a senior.
I know that from my house, I have 4 roundabouts to get to school, and I live like not even a mile from the school. I don't think that they're a negative, but I do feel like it's kind of excessive. I don't know about helping or slowing down traffic, but I do think that there was a problem of speeding past the high school and up to the high school, and that's definitely being fixed because of the slowing down for the roundabouts.
I mean, I think they're smart. You know, anyone can kind of enter the roundabout. I think the only problem with them is people don't know how to use them, people don't know how to drive. I think that's kind of just something that takes time, and you have to be aware of what you're doing, but I think roundabouts are a good idea.
No one knows how to drive on roundabouts, and someone needs to tell, like, the whole city of Oxford.
Like, there's paint. There's paint on the roads to tell you what lane to be in.
Symbols.
If you're in the right, if you're in the outside, you can exit and go on the street. Or if you're on the inside, you can either continue going around the roundabout or exit to the highway. Don't try to keep going. Like, if you're on the outside, don't keep going around the roundabout. If you're on the inside, like, just, yeah. Look at the paint. Look at the paint. Look at the paint.
I think there's like a fundamental issue here is that people don't understand what a stripe line and a solid line means. Solid line means do not cross. Like stripey line, wait, what do I call it? Dash line? That's when you can merge into a different lane. But please, God, do not try to merge into my lane while we're going around the roundabout, because you are going to kill me. Like, I'm just trying to get home.
When I have to leave to go somewhere, I have to go through them. And some people, like, we have a lot of roundabouts in Oxford, but some people just don't know how to use them. So if they wanted to slow traffic down, great, you did that, but I don't know what the point of slowing traffic down is if we're trying to get students to school on time. Like, I understand you're speeding, but like in the morning at like 8, 10, there's no room to speed here because there's a line of cars. Roundabout doesn't really help that. And watching the buses try to do that roundabout,
It just makes me laugh.
it's terrible. And the fact that there's so many of them so close together, like you don't even have time to like regroup after you just finished a roundabout because you have to go directly into another one.
Exactly. Another question posed to the Oxford student body, which we will courageously answer. How do I not die while going to school today? Do I cut off somebody else, or do I just speed over the roundabout where the dirt area is and just skip the roundabout?
Thanks for watching this month's episode.
Be sure to watch our next episode, September 27th.
I'm Layton.
And I'm Malaysia. We'll see you next time.